So with the 10th anniversary of September 11th coming up, we're here to talk about what has transpired in the 10 years since then. But I was just hoping that, first off, you could tell us a little bit about Andrea, who was obviously in New York on September 11th and in the North Tower. But I just wondered if you could tell us a little bit about Andrea and who she was and what kind of person she was.
Oh, Andrea was our bright light. That and her and our daughter Julie. That was our life, along with the restaurant. And we were extremely proud of Julie, but of Andrea. She was, like most parents, each kid is different. Andrea was very shy, very smart, very talented, and she was a good human being.
Can you tell folks who don't know a little bit about how she ended up in New York on September 11th?
Yeah, talk about a perfect storm of things that happened that set her in New York that morning. But Andrea was an employee of Car Futures, the administrative assistant to the head of the company, who had a seat on the Chicago Exchange. Her fiance, Al, and her went to St. Norbert College, met there, fell in love. Andrea decided to relocate in Chicago, and they were making their way. Things were looking up, and we were anxiously anticipating the wedding. And Julie was going into her senior year of college, and Kathy and I had the business. Life was good.
Many things have changed since September 11th.
Right.
Can you talk about how
Everything has changed.
life has changed?
Yes.
Do you think that Midwesterners, folks in Wisconsin, Illinois, grasp the enormity of what happened on September 11th of 2001? Do they look at it differently than folks who live out east do?
It was different for us back in Wisconsin. We felt disconnected from New York. Out in New York, you were just one of thousands that were searching for information and attempting to understand and do all the bad things that we had to do. Back in Wisconsin, we felt isolated and surrounded with love and family, but disconnected from events that were going on out there.
You have a very, I think, optimistic, positive view of life. Can you talk about how it is that you were able to get through that without being embittered, and perhaps some of the positives which don't offset the death of Andrea, but some of the things that have helped you to move on in life or move forward in life?
First of all, none of 9/11 makes sense. It didn't make sense. And once we hit New York, right from the start, though, strong arms grabbed us. And I call them our New York family. And it just expanded over the years and expanded. And my closest friends are now in New York. And survivors, cops, firefighters, construction workers, iron workers. None of them who knew Andrea, but searched for, found her. And it just keeps growing.
How will you spend the 10th anniversary?
Just received my notification today. I'll be in the tent on West Street and reading names.
At Ground Zero at the site?
Yes. Yep.
You've read names often over the years.
This will be my 5th year reading, and the rest of the family has read other years. And if I was not reading names, I was volunteering on the site.
Yeah. Are you surprised at the amount of attention the 10th anniversary has been getting here in the last week? I've been very surprised by it.
I am. You know, and I think about that, and every day, an element of our day is 9/11. We can't escape it. We can't get away from it. It's there. This anniversary, though, it seems that hopefully it's passage for the country as a whole, and hopefully it's marks in a reverent way a terrible day for this nation. But I wish I could wake up on the 12th and say it's over.
But
I know it's not going to be.
For you, this has been a long journey. The journey's not over.
Journey's not over. No. My journeys have taken me pretty far. And I go back to giving a talk with the Guard Force down at Guantanamo. I'm back at Ground Zero 2 years ago, and they had an honor guard of servicemen, and walking down and shaking each one of those people's hands and thanking them. Their lives, my godson is on his 3rd tour of duty in a war zone after having served down in the pit for a month after 9/11. Where do we get these people? Americans are amazing.